All right, all right, all right. Start with confidence. Don't stop. I want you to always be starting with confidence. Never let this thing stop in you, this thing called confidence. How important is confidence? It's going to impact every single area of your life. That little word has such a dominant effect on us that it's literally, it cannot be underestimated. And so that's why it's so important for you to grab these tools called these words on these type of shows to be able to keep that confidence flowing and moving. Now, this is important. Everybody has to understand how important it is what I'm about to say. Because in order for you to attract all the things you want in this life to you, you're going to have to become the equivalent of what you attract. Say it again. In order for you to attract those things you want, some folks think you can just sit back and all of a sudden it's just going to appear. Well, it doesn't work that way. It's the way you think that becomes things. You know, the first chapter in Think and Grow Rich is thoughts are things. Y'all should be typing that in. Y'all should be going back and forth. If you're on these chat boards, if you're on live, you know, we got this streaming right now on our Jay Noland Coaching Facebook channel. We got it going on our YouTube channel. We got it going on our Instagram. All of those, you can go to Jay Noland Coaching and you can capture these streams and these replays. But if you're on there and you have an opportunity to comment, go ahead and make a deposit about something that impacts you. Type down those words. You see, every time you type in a word of something that hits you, you're making a deposit. You're talking to the world. You're talking to success. When you type in thoughts are things, now what you're doing is the captain of your ship, which is your conscious mind, is talking to the team on your ship, the crew. So I want you to think of the subconscious mind like the team, and I want you to think of the conscious mind like it's the coach. And the coach has to give the team very specific instructions if you're going to attract what you really want. So you have the thought, what are some things that you really want to accomplish this year? What is it that you really want to accomplish this year? Think about it. Go in deep with yourself. Say, this is going to happen this year. This is not going to be another year that go by that I make resolutions and the next thing you know, the year is done snap by me and I'm sitting here at December the 31st at these parties and I don't know what I'm partying about because I let myself not get what I want. And so if you stop letting it happen and you start making it happen, it's going to happen. So the captain, the coach, has to start giving the team, the crew, the right instructions. You as the captain, you have to start calling the right plays. And so who you become around, who you're hanging around is who you're going to become like. Look at that. That's a mix-up of words, right? Who you're hanging around with is who you're going to become. I like that. Who you becoming around. Think about that. Who are you becoming around? That's exactly right. You're going to become who you're hanging out with. I want you today to go in on with the coach. You're going to have a meeting with your coach. You're going to have to consciously visualize. Now look at here. I don't let this decade go by and I haven't got what I really want. I let another decade slide by and I haven't got what I really want. Now, almost everybody that's watching this broadcast, you've had at least 2 decades go by of your life. You've had at least 2 decades, and many of you 3 decades, and some more of you 4 decades, and some others 5 decades, and some others 6 and 7. Do you know approximately 150,000 people die every single 24 hours? 150,000. And almost every one of them are going into the grave. And guess what they're taking into the grave? All their hopes, their wishes, their dreams, because they never had the proper meeting with the captain of their ship. You know, there's a lot of people that are out there coaching, but they're not really coaching, that the coach has to have a coaching session. So the coach, the captain, is your conscious mind. So most people are talking about just your conscious mind needs to have meetings with your subconscious mind. I'm taking it a step further. I'm saying you got to have a meeting with the coach. So the coach has got to have a meeting with the coach. And you got to sit down and talk to yourself. And you got to start giving yourself the right opportunities to be able to succeed. And what you got to do is put your foot down. Everybody type in, I'm putting my foot down in 2021. I'm going to put my foot down. And I'm going to make a stand for me once and for all. Start with confidence. Aren't you glad you're here with me today? Aren't you glad you're hearing this? Aren't you glad you could come in here and get in the locker room with me and I can coach the coach that needs to go have a conversation with the coach who needs to go talk with the team, the crew, and let's get it right this time. Look. Uh-oh. It's already the 6th. We're almost 1 week of the 52 weeks. So we are 1/52nd of the completion of another year. 1/52 about to happen. What did you do for the first of the 52 parts of this year? What did you do? Y'all got to think about that because most people are blowing off 3, 4, 5 of these days of the first part of the year. Y'all know it and I know it. I used to do it all the time. No, I was working my tail off all the way through December 31st, January 1st, 2nd. If you were watching on January the 2nd, I did a training called Time to Motivate. And if you don't have that training in your brain now, you need to stop today and take an hour and a half out and go get focused so you can put your foot down to find the 10 things that you must do. So go over to our YouTube channel. Don't hesitate. Go over to youtube.com/Jay Noland Coaching. When you go there, hit the subscribe button because it's free content. And then hit the little bell. There's a little bell there. That's a notification button. That'll tell you every time we're going live, every time we got a new video. And there's going to be videos that I put on that YouTube channel that I don't put anywhere else. So you got to make sure. Now, right now, for a limited time to motivate, an hour and a half free content, I'll give you 10 specific things you can do in 2021 that if you do them, you're going to put yourself light years ahead of everybody else in the world. I'm telling you right now, you're going to put yourself in position to be light years ahead of everybody else in the world because most people are not getting this coach situation straight. You've got to get the coach situation taken care of, and you need to do it today. It's only a short period of time to get this right. It's only a good, hardcore, loving, compassionate, empathetic conversation that you've got to have with you. But when you have this conversation, you got to have the right tools. You got to have the right tools. You got to be saying the right information because thoughts are things. That's why that training is so critical. You should have that training in your repertoire today. You should have 5 other people meet up and get that training too. Make sure you got 5 other people in your circle. 5. You're going to need 5 this year. Surround yourself. Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5? That you can hang. And listen, we're going to keep each other accountable this year. You and your 5. And then guess what? If you guys get together on this and hold each other accountable, watch how much further you get ahead. Now, everybody's going to have the conversation. So now when you're talking, everybody drill each other on the 10 things. And then check in every single week and say, how you doing on these 10 things? Don't let this training just be a training that just buzzes by and you heard it in the first part of the year and you look up and all of a sudden it's September and you go, oh man, the year's about gone. Don't let this year pass you by. Let's go. Let's get in on this thing. Let's make sure that we have our coach straight. Who are your top 5? They got to watch the video and say, I'm making a big change this year. And there's 10 specific things that everybody can do that I give you in that training for free. So you get these 10 things. Now, do you want to accelerate it? I give you accelerators throughout the training. So I've got things that you can do to have this conversation. Now that gets your mind right. Then you're going to need to start investing in yourself, because that's going to take you further than any other investment you can make. You got to invest in you. You got to take some time, effort, energy, and some money and invest in you to make sure you got the right tools to rock it this year. And so this training right here, the one thing I wanted to accomplish today would start with confidence, is that you get the coach right, which is your conscious mind. Because there is a conflict. I promise you, for most people in the world, there is a bona fide conflict with these two entities in your brain, the coach and the team. There's a conflict because of what happened from ages 0 to 7. And it wasn't your fault. It wasn't our fault. That's what most people, they get all worked up and they get all tore up about it and they start getting defensive. Take your walls and put them down, because I'm telling you, it's not your fault. You had no say, 0 to 7, what influenced you. You had no say in it. It's whatever you were sent here and born to, that's what you got dealt. That's what you have to deal with. Y'all hearing these words? That's what you got dealt, and now that's what you have to deal with. Most people just say, man, I got dealt the wrong hand. I got dealt a bad hand. Do you know how many poker players in the world consistently win with bad hands? Who's ever said that? Who's ever trained that? See, most people are thinking about a full house, a royal flush, a straight, 4 of a kind, 3 aces. See, most people are thinking like that. But what most people get dealt is a whole mixed up garble full of cards. And it looks like a mess. And you're sitting there with this thing called life. That's the dealer staring across at you going, what are you going to do? I done dealt you that mess. Can you win and navigate against all these other players who might have got dealt a better hand? See, you're looking at other people who you see having success and you're going, they got dealt a better hand. So what? What is your poker face look like with the hand you've got? Do you know that the greatest poker players in the world consistently win with bad hands because of what they emit, because of what's called the poker face? They're going to keep it going the same way no matter what hand they get dealt, so nobody can tell. So that's why I tell people, your poker face is you got to be having a great day every day, no matter what. You know what I said? You got to be having a great day every day, no matter what. That's your poker face. Now, when you bring that poker face to the game of life, to people, to business, every day, even though you might have got dealt a terrible hand that morning, you might have got some terrible news. You might feel terrible physically. If you tell yourself, I'm having a great day today, no matter what. I'm going to smile. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to make myself feel good right here, right now, no matter what. I'm going to do it. Now you take that into life. You go ahead and take that day in and day out. Now we got 6 days on this thing, 365. Now do your math. Minus 6. Well, if you take 5 away, it leaves you with 360. If you take 1 more away from that, it leaves you with 359 days. You're going to have to bring the greatest poker face ever to change everything. So I want you to work on that today. And the way to get that straight is you go have the conversation with the coach. You go have the conversation with the coach. And I'm telling you, If you want some help, does anybody want some help? If you want to just shortcut this thing and get your mind influenced, supported, boosted. Some of y'all going, my gosh, Jay, you don't understand. I'm telling you, I'm getting messages. People are saying, man, I can do everything but that. I've had people tell me those 10 things, I can do everything but that one thing. Or I can do everything but that one thing. Now, you got to do those 10 things. And what's happened to you is that subconscious mind imprint on your brain from 0 to 7. It's got you all twisted up and you don't even realize it. It's not even your fault. And you're wondering, how come I can't just get it going? It's because your brain wave has been mapped incorrectly. Did you hear what I just said? It's a high probability that your brain waves have been mapped the wrong way. It's been mapped to lose. It's been mapped to be afraid. It's been mapped to have low self-esteem. It's been mapped to say, oh, how come it always something goes wrong? It's been mapped that way. Get on confidence tones. Yeah. Get on confidencetones.com. Get yourself start with the foundation confidence tones. Do it. Like invest a little bit in yourself. What are you talking about? $97 just for the foundation. That's a joke. It's worth almost $300. We're discounting it right now. It's going to go up. I promise you the price is going up. But go over there and just give yourself a shot to help get some encouragement, some brainwave entrainment, some influences through your brain to get you in a state where you feel better. Now I'm going to end with this. To get yourself in a state where you feel better. Say it one more time. Get yourself, everybody, if you're listening and watching right now, I want you to promise yourself and promise me something. You are going to give it all you got to get your mind in a better state so you don't lose at life. If you don't get into a better state and begin to feel better, see, listen to me how important this is. You have to feel better. If you don't feel better, nothing that you really want is coming to hang out with you. It's not going to happen. You've got to feel better. Do you want to hang out with people who are negative and down and depressed and sad? They don't have much confidence. They're always shaky. Do you want to hang out with people like that? No. Well, your hopes and your dreams and success doesn't want to hang out with you if you don't get yourself feeling better. And in the beginning, you're going to have to act like it, even when you don't feel great. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from what I'm doing right now. How many of you have went and got Motivate XP? Go to motivatexp.com, M-O-T-I-V-A-T-E, like the word motivate, and then the number 8, and then XP, and the XP stands for extra power. Go to motivatexp.com and get the series. It's the greatest Audible series I've ever done. And I'm doing it from building from the bottom. I'm doing it from the hardest time of my life. That's when I recorded that. Hardest struggle and strife, arrows coming at me all kind of directions. And I sat there and stare at it in the face. And I go, you know what? I'm having a great day today. Right in the middle of hellfire coming all around me. I said, I'm having a great day no matter what. And instead of me backing down and cowering down to it, I decided to step up. And then I decided to actually train at that time. When most people would run for the hills and most people would hide and duck and most people would say, woe is me. And I'm telling you, all of those feelings were sitting there on my neck talking to me. Going, Jay, man, not right now. Don't go teach. Don't go do it right now. How many of you are glad I'm here right now? How many of you are glad that you're hearing these words right now? Y'all show me some love. I'm showing you some love. I'm showing you some encouragement. Look at what I'm doing. I'm saying you're awesome. You're wonderful. You're powerful. You're unique. You're magnificent. You can do anything you want to do, and I'll support you. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm never going to be afraid of your success. I'm never going to be intimidated by your greatness. I'm going to sit there and cheer with you and encourage with you. Think about that. So why don't y'all show me some love right back? Show me some love and some appreciation. How do you feel about me when I'm going to come and pour it into you like this? Now, I just taught you something. See, most people are going, is he looking for adulation for himself? No, I'm not. I don't. Y'all, if anybody knows me close, they know I ain't got no ego like that. I'm not jealous of other people's success, right? Here's what I did that for. Because I want y'all to go bring it to the world the same way. I want you to start expecting other people to show you some love, show you some respect and honor because you're pumping them up. You're looking for the best in them. You got the greatest intentions. You're not afraid of their success. I want you to start having conversations with people going, you know what? I believe in you. You're mighty. You're powerful. You're wonderful. Now I expect you to pump it back to me. And if they hesitate in pumping it back to you, gone, next. You don't hang out with people that's going to hesitate on giving you edification in 2021. You're done with that. That's over. Those days are done. You can't afford it because you won't feel good. And if you don't feel good, nothing is going to happen good for you. So all energy has to go into feeling good. I know that might sound selfish, but that's the only way you're going to help other people. And the most important person is yourself. So this has been Start With Confidence today. If you love this, share it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share on all your social media platforms and say, look, you want some power today? I just started with confidence, but I'm not ending because I'm sharing this with you. This has been Start With Confidence for this day. And don't you end it. You go share this. Love you guys. See y'all soon. Till next time. Bye-bye.